Hey YouTube, been a while since I shot a restore video. Figured I'd come at you with something. So we got some Chrome Low 6s, and I picked these up, 50 bucks shipped, in a really good condition. Pardon the slightly low lighting, but a little yellow. Sides really don't show it, which is kind of the most important part when you're rocking them. As I've said many times before, I rock all my kicks, but I also already have a pair of these, and mine are even fresher than this. There's really next to nothing wrong with them. The left shoe has a little bit of some mild scuffing on the nubuck. It's a nubuck upper. Not my favorite material, but it is a material on my favorite shoe. It's infrared 6. Particularly the ones from 2000 or OGs, which I wish were wearable. Sure, there's a few pair out there, but not many left that are. Mine are already crumbling, as you've seen on prior videos. But anyway, these are in really good shape. Just to get to the point of why I'm shooting this beyond just it being a new pickup, you know, you got a little bit of yellowing here. It's really not bad. I mean, they're not super icy by any means, but figured, you know what the heck, I'm gonna go ahead and keep mine. But let's SeaGlow these, and so I'm trying for the first time ever an indoor SeaGlow setup. And this is what I got going. SeaGlow is going on the first one, which is the left shoe. I had that, did a little bit of cleanup on these. There wasn't much to clean, but I want to get the soles really scrubbed and clean before I SeaGlow them. And so this is the process I'm using to do it. Just indoor setup. I picked up some, I believe these are 10-inch dome, 10.5-inch clamp lights. They're at Home Depot for about 12 bucks. They were like $2 more than the 8-inch, and it says it throws 50% more light depending on the bulb. So it's a nice coverage for a shoe. I mean, I pretty much wear 11.5 to 12.5. These are size 12, which is my true size. And you know, it covers almost the whole shoe. It covers pretty much the entire place where the sole is clear or translucent. And here's the setup. I'll go ahead and tip this back just for a few seconds. So I have SeaGlow already on the soles and wrapped in saran wrap to try to keep some of the humidity trapped in there, so I don't have to keep reapplying the SeaGlow, especially when I'm leaving them overnight, which I probably will. Go ahead and check the temperature. These are totally a little warm here, not enough to cause problems though. Certainly cooler than sunlight. And this is very close. I mean, when this is sitting down on it, it's just a couple inches away. And I got foil on the side to try to keep the sides icy, even though they don't need much help. But should add a little bit of extra reflection, and just something to support some packing material to support the toes to keep the shoe fairly level, so that it gets the same application of light across the shoe in a cardboard box. Nothing real fancy. So just to recap the materials: saran wrap, SeaGlow, toothbrush to apply it. I got from my dentist. I use an electric toothbrush, so I love it when they give me those because they always get used on shoes. And then this is the Reptiglow bulbs, kind of the critical component to all this besides the clamp light. Picked these up on Amazon. Hopefully me advertising this doesn't raise the price. They last about a year of potent UVB rays. We use 10 hours a day, which is, you know, way more than I'm ever going to SeaGlow my shoes, but before they start losing some potency. But I would imagine with a SeaGlow application, they're likely to last at least several years, depending on how often you're using them, I guess, with still outputting quite a bit of UVB rays, because that's the critical component that I don't get a lot of where I live. I don't get a lot of sun, and the sun's just really abusive to shoes anyway. I SeaGlow it outdoors a lot. You know, it definitely can work, but it's hard to find hot enough sun to produce UVB rays, and yet cool enough to not, you know, nuke the soles right off the shoes and have to reglue and reglue and reglue, and I just get tired of it. So, granted, each time I do a reglue, it's definitely better than the stock glue that was used, like on a pair of 11s in particular, but it's still a hassle. It's nice to avoid it. I'm hoping this indoor setup really works well, even if it takes a lot of time to do. I don't really care if it's being done overnight. So yeah, that's the full setup. There's the shoe that I'm about to brush on with some SeaGlow. don't really have a camera stand at the moment, so otherwise I'd show you guys how I do that. It's, you know, pretty brain dead, pointless to do that. And then this is my pair, just for kicks. Figured I'd bust these out. I've had these for a little over a year. Would have been cool to get them when they were first dropped, but I scored these for actually about the same price. I think I paid, I don't know, I want to say 65 shipped, 65 or 70. It was pretty low. They're really icy. These are actually a 12.5. I mean, they're a little dirty, but they're crazy icy. So, at least for my needs. And usually when I wear them, people are like, "Dude, those look DS." So, yeah, it's one of my nicer pairs for sure. Not that the other one isn't, but I will be parting ways with those. I don't know if you guys are, if somebody's interested. Show the other shoe here. Actually, let me get that out. But once these are SeaGlowed, I will be parting ways with them. If you want to hit me up with an offer or something, you can message me. I don't know how crazy icy I'll get them, but I'll try to get them as icy as I can. If it takes a couple nights to doing it, then so be it. Hopefully they'll look close to this when I get done, because the rest of the shoe is really not far off of these in terms of overall condition. Try to show it right side up. So, yeah, anyway, that's my pair, and technically they're both my pair, but for the time being. And that's that. But yeah, thanks for subscribing, and hopefully this setup helps people who haven't checked this out yet. If you're curious about bulbs or whatever, you can buy these at reptile stores. I do want to say there was a reptile store locally, but they were really overpriced. I mean, they were almost double the cost of what I paid for Amazon, especially when you can buy enough to get the free shipping over 25 bucks. Throw a CD in there and you're good to go. So that's about it, and hopefully this setup works for me and will work for anybody who needs to SeaGlow some soles and or netting on 5s. Anyway, thanks for subscribing. Talk to you guys later.